Hey everybody, welcome back to A Brief on Grief. Um, Today's session, I'm going to share a little bit about something that I've been discovering the past several days as I've been moving through some grief, of some realizing of some different beliefs that I have around love and trusting love and bringing awareness to some self-sabotaging behaviors that I have. So I've been working through a lot of emotions involved in that. So again, grief is so prevalent, it can come up anywhere. So just with even the realization of some of these things and patterns and things that we have can bring up some emotions of grief, some sadness, some shame, of course. So I've been moving through different emotions this week with this awareness. But an amazing self-compassion type awareness came when I think about some of the self-compassion practices with emotions. Most of them first talk about, getting in touch with your body to kind of feel, to realize what you feel, what the emotion might be. And then there's always a really important step that's called like the common humanity. So realizing that all these emotions that we experience, and especially the ones of shame, can feel very isolating, and we can feel like we're the only ones that actually struggle with this stuff. But a big part of self-compassion and realizing that all humans feel anything that we feel, even if we feel like, oh my God, this is like sad and pathetic, and this is definitely only me. It's never only you. I can like guarantee you. So I was having some of those emotions and some of those doubts this week, and there was an amazing shift when I like stepped back to recognize this truth and being like, everybody suffers this, everybody feels this way, everybody feels this shame when they feel disconnected. So to be more specific, one of the wounds that I have specifically is about a feeling of not feeling important or not feeling important enough. And that usually comes up when there's like a failed bit of connection. Not all the time, but again, as the Gottmans have shared and studied for many years, any failed bit of connection causes shame for us. And I just realized that my belief or feeling around not feeling important is when I thought of the base of it, and again, because it came to me when I was thinking the common humanity, that we all feel this, I was like, we all feel a version of this, because I've heard other people say they don't feel important, or other versions of it, like feeling invisible or not feeling seen or heard. So in my realization that all human beings feel this feeling, it may just be phrased a different way. So it brought love to me, it brought acceptance, it brought peace. And then it also made me realize that, wow, yes, there's so many different faces of this feeling. And when I thought of like the core feeling or the core upset underneath it, it's all about not feeling loved. So all of those things. So not feeling loved, again, when as humans, we all desire love and connection and belonging. It's a universal need for all of us. And when we don't feel like we're loved, or that we're disconnected, or that we don't belong, then we feel pain and we feel shame. Because shame is that belief that we're not good enough or important enough or seen enough, heard enough, respected enough, valued enough. All of those things, those are all versions of not feeling loved or not being loved enough. So it was really neat to see, hear some of those phrases in my head and recognizing what it means, and then recognizing it in other people, where I've heard other people share their feelings of feeling invisible or not seen or not heard, and realizing this is all our common pain, and it's all around not feeling loved when we feel disconnected from people. So that, again, is another example of the power of being present with these emotions, being present with your emotions and everything you feel. And again, the power of holding stuff in love and holding yourself in love and realizing that you are never alone in feeling these horrible, icky feelings that you might feel. We are never alone. And the more we realize that we're not alone, the more we're able to sit in those emotions with ourselves, and the more we're able to sit with the emotions, the more they flow and they move and shift out of us. We never have to be stuck in emotions. We never have to create suffering. But especially feelings of shame can keep us suffering, because if we kind of succumb to that shame and the isolation involved and feeling like you have to suffer alone and I'm the only one, and different beliefs and things that you might have along with that, that's what keeps us suffering. So know that you're never alone. Know that there's power in holding that awareness of all emotions with love with yourself, and know that will never last forever. So yeah, be courageous to sit and love yourself through it and speak. You could speak it to yourself with that tapping tool that I showed you in another episode, or just speak it to somebody you trust, because again, that's powerful. Speaking it to somebody that you trust is powerful, and it's another way to shift the energy and to bring in more love that is just waiting for you. So, but it takes a lot of courage to speak. On that note, I think I'm done speaking about this now. I'll see you next episode. Thanks, guys.